You are not coming here and use me just as a sex toy. No, if I'm gonna be a sex toy, then I want to be aware that I'm a sex toy, and then we are both pleasing each other.
Exactly. That is the time when I think that is a huge freaking red flag.
If your intention is having something serious, and if that person is not able to handle these kind of questions in the beginning.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hola.
Hola, hola. So, how are you doing, mi amor?
Todo bien?
¿Todo bien?
All good, all good.
How is the nauseous and the baby?
Yes, it's doing good, actually.
Mhm.
Yes. All great.
Not hungry?
Not now, maybe later.
This mamacita might need to go and eat in the middle of the conversation. I'm just saying,
Yeah, maybe.
because we don't want an angry pregnant wife here who has her need of
Yes.
eating.
What are we talking about today, baby?
Talking about some kind of like misconceptions
Mhm.
of red flags and green flags, because we see too many. I mean, when I realized it completely flipped my perspective of how I see red flags, since so many are talking about certain behaviors are red flags, and I see so many people with the result of that following those labels walking away from a potential partner that might have been a great fit for them.
Yeah.
Because they don't see beyond that.
Yeah, exactly.
So the purpose of this conversation today is to avoid that to happen, or just bring some awareness of, not all red flags
Mhm.
are worth running away from,
Mhm.
or what we think are red flags at least.
Okay.
So, but also,
yes, also to learn when is, of course, the time to walk away, for sure.
right. All right, mi amor.
You
Let's get
look, I forgot the
the ring. Espera.
forgot the ring.
Not be here talking about marriage without this. Oh, by the way, don't judge my socks.
Yes, I want to make a mention of these sexy socks. They're so cute. Oh, but
It's
okay.
in Sweden. It's cold outside now, and my feet are always cold. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Autumn
Autumn.
socks.
All right. Okay. So
Entonces.
some red flags.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you. I wrote them down here.
Okay.
These are some red flags that we hear people talking about that might not actually be red flags.
Mm-hmm.
Might be very nice, healthy green flags, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna ask you. Someone who is questioning everything is a red flag.
If you don't want a partner that is questioning everything, then don't be in a relationship. No, that for me that is not a red flag. It is not a red flag. Definitely not. I mean, if I care, I ask. I would say the red flag is not asking anything.
Yeah, being
Yes,
quiet.
Exactly. That would mean that, okay, my partner do not care, doesn't ask for anything at all. No, I would think it's the opposite. The red flag, it would be not questioning.
And what do you think people are thinking this is a red flag?
Maybe they haven't they're related with toxicity, like asking too much. But then here is what I think: if you are a transparent person, and I'm gonna give an example, you were not like used to sharing too much, and by the time being together, and then we had more conversations about it, about this transparency, and then you adapted really well.
So do you think this red flag, people think this is a red flag, the partner is questioning everything, it is because they think it is, they want to control, there is jealousy, there is, do you think that is the reason why they think it's a red flag?
What I believe, it is a thin line.
When it becomes toxic
Exactly,
jealousy.
yes, it can be a thin line. Exactly. So then questioning all the time, it can lead to what you're saying. It can be. So I think it's a thin line in there. And yes, insecurities, they're gonna lean more into the questioning for because of the jealousy, I think.
All right, but because what I'm thinking is about jealousy and questioning and that kind of stuff. Just want to know where your partner are up to. Want to know why your partner are doing certain things or questioning things. I mean, yes, it could be a control freak. Absolutely, it could be a control freak. There can also be jealousy, of course, and insecurity. But still, the person is asking because the person probably cares, and the person doesn't know how to handle it better. I catch myself yeah, this previous week, I have asked you a lot of questions because I want to understand.
Yes.
I want to understand you, and I want to understand why this way doesn't work.
Mhm.
Because I'm thinking about when we ask, we show that we care. But then I think also it's up to the other person to also set those boundaries. Like, hey, I would like you to approach it in this way instead, like you did yesterday. Like we can work on this dynamic. I appreciate you care, but we can work on the way you approached it.
But also, here's what I'm saying, that it's a thin line, because you just touched a point that I'm questioning because I care. Guess what? You can be manipulated that way. I'm questioning, you are going out. In the case of women, are the one that ask the most, right?
Okay.
I mean, you guys kind of, if I'm telling you, honey, I'm going out with my friends, you're like, okay, who's coming? And that's it. That might be all what men ask. But women, we tend to ask more. So then I'm gonna put the example. What is a transparent person? You tell me, baby, I'm going out tonight with Pepito, Fulanito, Sutanito, Perencejo. We're planning to go to this place, maybe to eat something. Maybe later we're gonna do this activity. Could meet more people later. And then you tell me the plan for the night, who you're gonna be with. And then you tell me also, we are carpool with this person, or then if someone is staying home or you are staying there, but just telling me everything. Guess what? I don't have the need to ask anything and question anything. That is being transparent. Then, if you say, I'm going out with my friends.
That leave the doors open for questioning.
Exactly. What do you expect? That I accept that answer? Just like then? All right, then. And where is he going? I have no idea. What he was about to do? I have no idea. At what time he's coming? No, he didn't say anything. No.
Do you think I have left the door opening for questioning?
No, never.
Never. Ever.
No, I don't think so. Maybe in the beginning, because I care. Definitely, I think, from what I've heard, that narcissists, that is a strategy they have, asking with the purpose of manipulate, and the excuse is because they care, is because I love you. Yes, could be the intention that you have when you ask. I'm not saying that questioning and everything is not red flag. No, it can be a red flag, but also, as we said in the beginning, it can definitely be a green flag. Just to have it clear.
Yeah, to bring awareness around all of them that we will bring up now. All of the red flags. I'm about to sneeze. It's like, what are you doing?
Yes, oh, my nose is very itchy. The next.
Yeah, so the next one that I wrote down is that someone with too high standards is a red flag.
No, I don't think. Again, this can be a red flag, but what we are talking is why it doesn't need to always be a red flag. So I think it can be a green flag, setting those standards for you to know. Let's say, because I had high standards. I had high standards.
Yeah.
And then high standards, then you have your standards, you have them clear. It's going to be much easier when you go out there, call it searching, or when you are open to a relationship, and then someone comes. If you have those standards clear, man, it's going to be easier. You're not going to waste your time, and you're not going to waste the time of that other person. So then have clear your standards. What is definitely yes, what is definitely not, and then maybe some things that you are flexible, because yeah, in these situations I don't think always needs to be black and white. I think can be some grace in there. So there are some things that, all right, I can be quite flexible with that. I think that's much easier. But then these high standards is, if you have high standards, you should live up, live live up to those high standards.
Right.
I had, and I have still high standards. Guess what? I also live in my life those high standards.
Yeah.
I cannot expect asking something to someone if
No.
I'm not the first example of that.
Right.
I cannot ask you to respect me if, first of all, I'm not respecting myself, and also I'm not willing to respect you. That doesn't match at all. And too many people, they live like that. They have so much high standards. Okay, a simple one. I want a partner that has a lot of money. Okay, how are you doing handling money? How are you doing making money? You see what I mean? Is
Yeah.
Like, you ask for something, but then what do you have to offer there?
Yeah, exactly.
It would be really hypocrite if I say, I don't want my partner to smoke, but then I do smoke.
Right. We need to tell, as you said, we need to look inwards and see what are my standards then. Am I trying to live up? Trying to live up? Because these kind of standards, for example, a goal or a vision that you have, that you align your life with, that is a standard that is not yet reached. But I'm welcoming you into my life to be a part of that journey. But I'm not gonna go in disalignment with that because I want that is so valuable for me. No one, even my partner, is gonna come here and disrupt me in that. So if you're not willing to come on that journey with me, then ciao.
Yeah.
Or it's not gonna become anything. So I think it's important to have those standards in the beginning because you're gonna spend we're gonna spend the most time with each other more than our children, more than our parents, more than our friends, more than our coworkers, everything. We will spend most amount of time together, you and me. So how would it be if we are not having standards? It would be very unfulfilling and very difficult to manage thing, and because we're a team and we need to be on the same side. Don't have to agree with everything, but those disagreements need also to be a certain way how to handle that. What standards do we have in there? Are we fine with we just walking away from each other and not solving the problem right away?
Yeah.
We are not. We're not fine with that. The standard is that we solve whatever disagreement, argument, conflict that we have right away, or at least within a couple of hours, maximum. And we never ever go to bed without solving it. And that is just the standard we have here.
Yeah.
So
Also, what I was thinking related to standards, it can be, I heard somewhere, don't remember, that you should find a partner that is better than you.
Mhm.
So when we talk about having high standards, well, that can be also, I don't know if can be taken maybe, yes, for some people that I want someone that is better than me, but somehow, yes, I applied that because you it's not about, or maybe not about better than me. You know what? No, let's cut that.
no,
I
I
don't
get
want
what
that.
you mean, but I think you're trying to say like you're gonna find someone that can make you better.
Okay, there you have it.
Yeah,
Something
because it's
like
not
that.
like that person need to be better than you. No, there's someone who are willing to make you better, and you can support each other to grow. It's not gonna make it worse. Because
Yes,
coming
yes,
in
yes.
with it, if you lower your standard, you come into a relationship, and the
Okay, there
person
you
is
have
just
it.
like drag
Yes.
you down from your goals, from your journey of your whatever.
So then my high standards, it will be having a partner that makes me a better person.
Yes.
So in the money, okay, I can instead of having the standard or of I want my partner to have a lot of money, then a partner that can teach me, and then we can build together and make a lot of money
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, and of course that is just one way. I mean, it's
Exactly.
just one piece of that huge puzzle of a relationship. Because again, what do you have to offer? Let's just take us for example. We both value personal growth and our spiritual journey. When we met, I realized very quick that you had come very far in that journey, further than me, and I admire that. And you saw that I was willing, so you took me with you on that journey because you saw it. I'm not gonna drag you down. We can keep each other accountable here, but we were not in the same level when we started. And when it comes to me, I have discipline,
But then also
and you didn't have as much discipline.
uh-huh.
So we complement each other, and with my discipline, I help you to create a better discipline. And with your way to your mindset and your journey of spirituality, I am getting influenced and inspired by you to grow in there also. You can.
I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna go bring something.
When.
So what I think in the example that you just gave, my standard, what you said that you are not gonna drag me down. Yes, that's what you said.
Mhm.
Well, in my standards, I wouldn't allow you
Right.
to drag me down.
No, because you didn't know
And
stuff.
your
This is the cable.
and in your standards, in the discipline, guess what? You are not negotiating being more disciplined.
No.
That was your standard.
So yeah. So I think no, go ahead. You feed my family. All right. So standards, we have that clear. And again, there can be a red flag if someone have high standards but not living up to them themselves. I think that is the way we think about that, but not always true. All right. So this one is really interesting. If someone wants to go slow before committing to a relationship, it is a red flag.
Okay.
That is an interesting one.
Okay. Why? Again, this can definitely be a red flag. Yes. But why we think doesn't need to be always a red flag. I think you should take your time knowing that person, and if you are willing to have something serious, in the case of starting a family, getting married, you should go slow.
Mm.
Not slow was, I don't know, 3 years just dating. Madre mia, not like that.
No, but I think in
But
6 months
taking
you can.
taking at the end doesn't matter.
No, it
That
doesn't. The
doesn't
time
matter
doesn't
the
matter.
time.
No.
But it's really how both of them, and in this communication, and since the very beginning, okay, if they are, how is it called when they are only with each other and they are not meeting other people? I always forget that.
Hmm?
Yeah, when they are not meeting anyone else.
They used together.
Yes, but that is a word that I always forget.
I don't know.
I always forget that word in English.
Yeah.
In Spanish
English
as
is
well.
our second language. So if there is a grammar error or something like that in our conversations, like this is how we communicate because her third language is Swedish and my third language is Spanish, and to communicate with that, it is
Having three
very.
languages is hard. Yes. Um. Yes. Just having that communication, and okay, we both are thinking having something serious. All right, we both agree on that.
Mhm.
So then let's gives us the time to see if actually we are meant to each other. I don't think why can that be seen as a red flag. Again, if you are just like yes, 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 I love you and this love bombing and blah blah blah.
That is more
Yeah,
red
that
flag,
can
I
be
think.
yes for sure. And I want you to be the mother of my children and start a
You can
family.
propose after a month.
Exactly. See, 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 see,
Yeah,
see.
we
No,
have seen.
that it can definitely be. Otherwise, man, yes, just take the time, go slow, not too slow, because also being too slow, I think that can be, yeah, the person is not really secure. Well, if
Or
you are not
not really
secure,
interested. They just want
uh huh,
attention. I
exactly.
think there's where the red flag comes from.
Yeah,
Where
that can be.
people are just like leaving the door open. For example, they text. They match on a dating app and then they start to text. But it takes forever before even meet each other. And then they think they are, and I don't know if this is common for women, but it's definitely common for guys. Sometimes I don't understand apps. I'm gonna be brutally honest about those dating apps because I've used them.
Oh, you have used them.
Yeah, long time ago.
Mm-hmm. You better.
Yeah, of course. No, but
Mhm.
you match with someone and then it's like I'm starting to text and then you want to meet as soon as possible. And then the person saying like, no, but I don't want to rush it. It's not a week. I mean, I believe like maximum a week of texting and not meeting each other. Then for what are you having the freaking dating app? Is it not meant to meet the person? People might have other.
Even if it's just for the to make the delicious one, meeting right away, no?
No, but like not even. It's like go for a coffee, get to know the person. That is not rushing it.
Mm.
That is not rushing it. But I think that again, this might be a red flag. That is a red flag. I mean, with the person, it's like, no, I don't want to rush meeting you. And it has been weeks, months, just texting. I was like, come
I
on.
see that.
Then the
Definitely
person is
red
not
flag.
interested. Move
Yeah.
on. Let her go or let him go.
Mm.
That is just bullshit. Sorry. But too many, and especially guys, I think guys really have a problem with the dating apps. It is like, I don't want to rush to commit to something. I don't want to promise something I cannot live up to. And then we come back to what are your standards? What are your values? What are your blah, blah, blah? Get to know the person and see if you can actually commit to this person. But people are not doing that. That is not rushing it because you are just talking. You're just two people talking with each other. You're not rushing into any commitment. So, but that is not a red flag if the person show up and are interesting to get to know you. But then in the end it might not be a match. That is fine. You both have learned something from this. But to just match or changing numbers and then you just text with each other, oh come on, there is no interest if you're not meeting each other.
Mm.
So, or if someone is just hooking up with someone and then one of them actually wants to do something, for example, yeah, go on a date, like go and eat dinner, do something that is not Netflix and chill, which is a freaking hookup culture here in Sweden at least. It's like having Netflix and chill. It's just
Go
pimba
and
pimba,
watch movies.
pimba pimba, tring, and then the other person, wants to do something like, hey, wanna come over for dinner? Like, no, I don't. But then when the person is out partying, yeah, then it's totally fine. Like, hey, can I come home and can I stay over at you? And this person thinks the other cares, and then they just come over. This happened. This is scenarios that I know happen in real life. It is insane. And then this person is like, but wait, what? You want to hang out with me, or you just want to have track-a-thon with
Ah, no, mijito, qué pena, pero ahí sí no. You are not coming here and use me just as a sex toy. No, if I'm gonna be a sex toy, then I want to be aware that I'm a sex toy, and then we are both pleasing each other.
exactly.
A ver.
And then the other person is saying like, no, but I don't want to rush it.
Ay, no, no, no.
So that is the time when I think that it's a huge freaking red flag. If the person
Yes.
is willing to commit,
Yes.
and then if it's not willing to commit, and then yes, as you say, it's mutual. We both know that okay, this is just temporary. We
Enjoy
just
the pure pleasure. Okay.
yeah, there is no
then
commitment in
exactly.
long-term relationship.
Yes, yes.
That is fine, but the stupid excuse, I don't want to rush it when
Yeah.
you are in that state. No, that is big red flag. Big red flag. But it could be seen as a green flag if there is the person who doesn't want to rush into commitment, don't want to promise anything they cannot live up to. That is how we can leave it, I guess.
Yeah.
And talking about getting to know each other, that is the next one. Someone who asks, I think maybe it is a little bit the same as the first one, but someone who asks hard questions too early.
Someone
Values, family, the vision of
The
what,
vision,
yeah, the
okay.
family, finances, faith, religion. I think it is a thin line again of being open up too much in the beginning. But if you're dating, if that is what you want, to date and to meet someone to create something long term, asking those questions, I don't see anything wrong with that. To be
Exactly.
honest.
I wouldn't call them. Well, how was it? Hard questions?
Yeah.
You said I wouldn't call them hard questions. If I'm into something serious, if I'm looking for something serious, I would call it core questions. Because economy, religion, sexuality, family, mi amigo. I mean, those are core values in a relationship. Those are things that, yes or yes, we must match somehow, because maybe we can have different political opinions. Okay, yes, but we are respect each other's opinions. Okay, there is where I was saying that okay, you can be flexible with certain things because I was more spiritual than you when we met. Well, you were flexible with that.
Well, I was into it. I
Yeah, but
hadn't
not
just
too
come
much.
that far. I didn't know that much.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, but then in the religion, let's say, be different religions, but if both respect each other's religion and not trying to convert each other into their own religion,
Yeah.
then it's perfectly fine. But I think those are questions that you need to ask in the beginning. Might not be in the very first date. No, maybe not.
No, and you might not just approach it like, okay, so how much do you earn?
No, 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 no.
It's like
That
the
is
first
not-
question one of
is
my
not
friends got.
necessary.
Do you remember? Do you remember our friend and this girl came like the first question, what do you work with? How much do you earn?
Ala, sí, no, no, no.
That is quite. I think also again those kind of questions when it becomes like that. Okay, yeah, that made me a red flag. If there was a serious date and you approach it in a different way, like more genuine and actually want to know like what do you work with? Well, maybe you work with something that I'm completely not aligned with. Let's say you are, and it's fine to be it, but let's say you are what do you call in
Let's say
English the one
that,
who is
that
like
person, for example, that person is in our case, the person is a butcher.
I was just about to say it. I couldn't find a word.
It was it.
Yeah.
That works with me, butcher.
I think so.
I think it's butcher.
Yeah, the one who is taking care of the animals to
Taking
make
exactly,
pieces.
yes, uh-huh.
Yeah,
That
since we are
works with me.
vegetarians, that would be insane. I mean, if we were us to be together with one of those.
Mhm.
But we respect the profession. We respect that people choose to eat meat and do that kind of things. Yes.
It's a necessary profession.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone is
But it
taking-
wouldn't work for any of us.
Yeah.
So if someone comes and say like that, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty specific example, but it is important. You can kind of get to know the person if someone is well, depending on the profession as well.
Yeah.
So it is important to ask these questions. I think it is a matter of how you approach it.
Instead of asking you directly how much you earn,
Yeah, it was
no, I
literally
can.
like that.
Madre
First,
mía.
like, hi, how much? What do you work with? How much do you earn? I was like in 30 seconds. So to me,
No, no, no,
what the
no,
fuck
no.
is this? Sorry.
No. But by the time you are having the conversations, and also by the time you are having these hard questions or
More
hard
questions.
core questions that I want to call them, then you are gonna get an idea how that person manages money, for example. What is the relationship that person has with money?
Okay, so how would you ask it?
Well, no, honey, it's not just one question.
No,
It can
but
be about whatever. It's just that because people, when they're meeting each other, sometimes, and here's where I think the mistake is, they ask questions too superficial and too obvious. What do you like?
Okay, yeah.
And what's your favorite food?
Yeah.
and what you enjoy to, or blah blah blah. Those are things that at the end doesn't matter to start something serious, because at the end we don't need to like the same.
Okay, but
What
if
we
you like,
need to find, what we need to have in common is that other core. What
okay,
is your idea about family, about finances, about religion,
right,
politics?
but asking those questions right away like that, it is not the way either, I believe.
No, mi amor.
So I want to challenge your what you said there, just
Uh-huh.
a little bit. So, for example, asking, "What do you like to do?" Well, let's say first, like, okay, but then, like, what are you doing? Like, what do you work with?
Uh-huh.
And then you say, like, yeah, I'm working in IT, for example. Okay, great. And what do you like about it? And you go in a little bit of depth. And then the person might just say, like, yeah, it's a good income. Might not actually care about anything about it. It's just, I saw a potential to earn a lot of money here.
But then
You get an idea of the person. You get an idea. So it's not about the superficial questions. It's about the answers. Because
yes, both,
you need,
claro.
but you need to see like beyond that. It's kind of need to like make your.
But instead of,
So what do you like to do?
yes, but for example, instead of what do you like to do, what is for example, I would ask, how does it look a good day at your work?
Okay.
But that is,
And then when the person say, I don't know, you're like, chop. Hate when you answer that. And she have taught me to really be better at answering questions, because I have always been like, I don't know. And that says something also.
It's not acceptable in this family. It's not acceptable to give an answer, I don't know, because you're supposed to know. And yeah, sometimes we don't need to have all the answers. Yes, but there are certain questions that yes or yes, you're supposed to know. So then if you don't know at the moment, take a minute, take a time, think about it, and then you can reply to me.
Yep.
Answer the question, but simply give me an answer, not taking the time and being lazy and you answering, I don't know. Mm-mm.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
So, as a conclusion of this one, the red flags, this red flag, asking to
This
our question.
red flag.
Yeah, it is just about knowing what you want.
Yeah.
And see if the other person is aligned with that. It's kind of about standards. It's in the standard kind of about the first one we ask, also about questioning things. So
But
again,
I see it as a green flag. I definitely,
it's something with clarity and
yes,
something
with clarity, and then something else is that if you ask, if your intention is having something serious, and if that person is not able to handle this kind of questions in the beginning, it's not there.
No.
At least it wouldn't be for me. It's
No.
not there
From
because
the
I'm willing to have that commitment. So then, all right, maybe in the first one, since the very beginning, do you want kids? Yes, I want. How many would you like? Maybe a football team. Bueno, no.
a little bit extreme, but
Yeah. No, but some people they want a lot of kids. But since the very beginning, why not? If you're not able to handle one of those questions, then it's not for me, really.
yeah.
It's not. Different is asking directly how much you earn. That is so different. Okay, super.
Okay.
All right, so to have a general conclusion about these green flags, red flags that could be green flags, I don't think there is a universal green flag or universal red flag, because at the end we are different individuals. No, yes, it can be a universal red flag. It is violence, physical and mentally violence. Yes, abuse. Definitely, that is,
Yeah.
yes or yes, it is a red flag. Otherwise, I think whatever you are able to handle not necessarily means that I'm able to handle it. So what for you is a green flag, for me is a red flag. So what we said here, they are not universal red flags or universal green flags. It's just that we made them a switch to give a different perspective.
Expanding that. Expanding how you see it.
Uh-huh.
And
yes. Develop it, honey.
just expand how we see, like, so not being so rigidly thinking about the label of, for example, those red flags that we mentioned and discussed, that absolutely can be strong indicators of red flags. And but it doesn't always have to be like that. But if you come into the relationship thinking that someone who's asking a hard or core questions early is a red flag, and then you just close out that person forever. No, that might not be the case. That can be an amazing person that you actually miss.
Missing the opportunity to
Missing
be
the
with an amazing
opportunity.
person.
Yes.
Yes. Just because the society says that is a red flag.
Yeah.
Again, the only red flag, the universal red flag, it is violence, physical and mentally abuse. Definitely, that is the only, I would say.
Yeah, and then besides of that, I would say that only red flag that I can come up with, except from that, or there are probably some more universal, like extreme cases, yes, that I don't come up with right now. But it is if it is lacking personal responsibility, like if it's not able to say I'm sorry, if it's not able to get out from their victimhood and step into something greater, if it's not willing to grow and change for the better of the person, himself or herself, and the relationship, if it's blaming the partner or the circumstances.
Yeah, I would say for me, a red flag, it is victimism. When the person blames people,
Yeah.
and circumstances.
Yeah.
No, that is no. That, for I don't negotiate with that. I don't go along with it. And
No.
then green flags, then it will be the opposite, no?
Taking personal responsibility.
Taking, having personal responsibility.
Because we cannot.
Someone who, instead of blaming, say like, well, yes, the government doesn't provide me with this. Okay, but then what can I do? What the government provides me. That for me, that is an amazing green flag.
Yeah, yeah. So we must also understand that we all have flaws and limitations and a past that somehow,
Not always is gonna be the best past.
no, but it might lead us to a situation where we realize that, holy shit, I need to make a change here in my life, in my habits, in my behaviors. I want to step up and become this man, in my case, that I envision, that I can feel proud of. And I don't have all the answers. I don't have everything figured out in my life, but I'm willing.
Yes, exactly.
I'm willing to change those. I'm willing to find them. I'm open for people to tell me, like, hey, man, like, maybe you should think like this. And I take it into consideration. And if it is aligned with my values and who I want to become, then yes, I can start to investigate it and move on with that.
Yeah, so willing, but also with the hand of their responsibility. Because so many people, they want, yes, I want to be better at this. I want this. I want to be better. I want to get better. But at the end, they don't do anything to really work on it.
Yeah.
That is a different thing.
So I think that's what we have for today, mi amor.
That's it for today, honey.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a pleasure sharing stage with you.
Pleasure. All right, everyone. So if you have any red flags that you would like to mention in the comments, that might be a potential green flag, then yeah, please let us know. And
some of you might be agree with some what we said, or some will be completely disagree with what we said. That is perfectly fine. Remember, this is a space where we are not professionals. We do not have all the answers. We are only sharing with you guys our perspectives from our experience. That's it. We are not judging anyone. Anyone is free to think and to do whatever they want. What we are doing here is simply sharing information with the purpose of helping some people to expand other perspectives
and grow in their emotional intelligence, to be open and see things from, yeah, as you said, an expanded perspective.
expand the conscious. I think when
Consciousness, yes.
consciousness, yes, when we are more conscious, when we are more aware of these things,
Life just becomes easier.
Life becomes easier because you stop taking things personally, you stop getting angry at situations or people, you start to chill out more. Not completely, but it helps.
Yeah. It helps.
It helps.
So
All
yeah,
right.
thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Take care. Until next time.
Hasta la próxima.
Ciao.
Bye bye.